Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today we're going to be making chocolate pound cake. Now, this is an excellent recipe. I actually used to sell it to the people that were coming around my yard sale. I sold it for about 11 years and I would sell it by the slice. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, first we need to turn on our oven to 325 degrees. Make sure your rack is in the middle of your oven. We're going to go ahead and use a tube pan today, and I've already got one set up. We need to be putting some parchment paper on here, and then we're going to take some can spray. I'm using olive oil, and I'm going to spray the bottom and the sides of my pan before I put the dough in. I will show you right now. I'm going to show you how I end up putting the parchment paper in my tube pan. So I go ahead and get out the parchment paper, and I've already put it down here, and I have traced around it with the pencil all the way around the base, and then in the center I traced as well, so that when we remove it, you can see I just have to cut out the circle and the sides, and it should be able to then fit my tube pan. As you can see, I got the parchment paper on. If you had any pencil marks showing, you'll want to go ahead and turn those over. Again, we wouldn't want the batter to be touching, the lead marks, you wouldn't want that. And now it's ready there to go ahead and put it in our tube pan, and we'll be spraying the bottom and the sides of it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. In this bowl, I have put 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Then I ended up putting 3 cups of sugar. Yes, I said 3 cups of sugar. I assure you this pound cake does not really taste overly sweet. Like I said, it is excellent. So we need to add in the 3 cups of granulated cane sugar. Then we're going to go ahead and add in half a cup of unsweetened cocoa. And here's the cocoa that I used. And now we're going to have to go ahead and we use a whisk here, and we're going to whisk it in the bowl. Here's what the bowl looks like with all the ingredients whisked up. We need to go ahead and add in 3 sticks of unsalted butter. I ended up using Land O'Lakes butter. You don't have to use Land O'Lakes, but you do need unsalted butter. Now, I soften mine in the microwave, but you can leave yours out for room temperature. So I've got it right here, some in the bowl here. I'm going to go ahead and add that softened butter to our dry ingredients. That was 2 sticks. Here's another stick. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please click the button down below. And now we're going to go ahead and add in 1 1/4 cup of milk. I am using 2% milk. I'm going to go ahead and add that in there. Here's the butter and the milk. Now we're going to go ahead and beat on high until smooth. All right, your batter should look like this. I ended up actually beating it on low speed, then worked my way up to high speed. Otherwise, all that dry ingredients created, almost like a fog. Now we're going to go ahead and add in half a teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in, and then I'm going to go ahead and beat that. Batter should look like this after we got the baking powder and the salt incorporated. Now we're going to go ahead and add in 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract and mix that in. Now we'll need to add in 5 eggs, but we will be adding in 1 at a time and beating the egg into the batter. Your batter should look like this after beating in the 5 eggs. We're going to go ahead and spray our bundt pan. The only reason why I waited to the last minute to spray it, I want to be able to put the you know, the batter in immediately. Otherwise, it seems like some of the spray might just start to run all down the sides. So we need to go ahead and spray the sides of the pan. And we need to spray the bottom of the pan. Again, I have that parchment paper in there. That looks pretty good. Whoops. Slippery thing. Now we're going to go ahead and try to put our batter into our tube pan. And I'm just going to work it around the sides here. Well, I'll go ahead and work on this, then I'll show you what it looks like. The reason why I was putting batter and working my way around the pan is I wanted to have the batter all even rather than having one side high and one side low if you're just piling it in. Now we need to go ahead and put it in the oven, again, 325 for 1.5 hours or until the toothpick comes out clean. Pound cake is out of the oven. It ended up baking an hour and 40 minutes. After an hour and 30 minutes, when I put the toothpick in the center, it did not come out clean. So of course, then it needed more time, and I just gradually, you know, added like 3-4 minutes at a time until the toothpick came out clean. Again, everybody's oven is different. The pound cake needs to cool in the pan for 10 minutes. I have taken the chocolate pound cake out of the tube pan, and now we're going to need to go ahead and take off that parchment paper. We're now going to let our pound cake completely cool, and I'll flip it back over the other way. And here's the pound cake. I have inverted it, so we're going to let it now completely cool, and then I'm going to dust it with some confectionery sugar all over it. Here's the cake all cool with some powdered sugar. We'll go ahead and cut a piece. And you saw the cake. I showed you a picture up close. This is a really good cake, or pound cake. It is moist and it is dense, and it's really not that chocolatey. So let's go ahead and try a piece here. I got it right here. And I actually just eat mine plain. When I sold it at the yard sale, I would just wrap it individually and sell it like that. And like I said, it went like hotcakes at my yard sales. They really did love it, and my mother loves it as well. So let's go ahead and try it. Now, if you wanted to, you could put some ice cream on it if you'd like, but honestly, it doesn't need it. Mm. 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 It is delicious. Like I said, it's very, very moist, and it's not as rich as you would think, and it really doesn't taste that sweet, even though there was 3 cups of sugar in it, but it is delicious. And you can eat it warm. This is still a little bit warm, or you can eat it cold. Well, thank you for watching. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead. I hope you have a good day.